Hey ladies, I'm back with another video, and today I want to talk about how I feel like pretty girls are kind of forced to be loud um and like just overbearing because they can't handle when we are just quiet. So they like force us to talk or force us to like I don't know, just like act outlandish, act outside of our behavior because that's what's comfortable for them. And I want to say, because I feel like music is very what music is very influential over our community. Well, for anybody, like the music you listen to, the stuff you listen to, they put in songs, like that gets in our brains. And so we feel like, I feel like they're pushing that. I don't know, like pretty women need to be loud and ratchet. And honestly, I don't think a lot of pretty girls are like that. Let me know if you are, if that's just how you are naturally. If that's just how you are naturally, fine. But if you're just naturally shy and people like force you to talk, like that's the thing that happens to me a lot, like especially in the workplace, where like people, like I'm not even mean or anything, but like sometimes honestly my mindset at work is go to work and come home. Like I have a few conversations with coworkers I trust who've never like slighted me or did me any kind of way or don't give me weird energy, but it's only a few, but like, and that's it. But I'm not like, if I can get your vibe, like you trying to get me to like come out my shell too much too fast, like that's suspicious. And so I feel like yeah, like I feel like honestly a lot of pretty girls aren't like naturally loud. Like you have some, yes, but for the ones who are naturally shy, don't let anybody force you to be loud or be seen, trying to be seen and attention seeking. Please, you already have attention, you can already garner that. You don't have to like kiki and all that. Like that's just unnatural. Do what's natural to you. And if being outspoken or just loud, that's you, do it. But yeah, people are uncomfortable with shy pretty girls. Like I can be sitting and then like not saying nothing, and I'm very imaginative, so a lot of times, like if I'm in the dealership waiting for my car to get finished service, and I'm just like, because I don't like being on my phone in public. I don't know, it's just it's not good for me. I don't like that. So I just like take a look around. I like look up at the ceiling, and I'm like looking everywhere, just filling the place out and just imagining, daydreaming really. And so a woman will come up to me, and then she's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, whatever. And then she keeps trying to like pry. And I'm just like, I just give her very short answers because, like I said, I don't want to talk. And I don't like small talk. So I feel like, but that's been built, like having a guard up as far as being a pretty girl, because you don't know people's motives. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like 9 times out of 10, I know that person is gonna be like kind of strange towards me. So I'm not the most at first meeting, I'm not the most like receptive, and I like to talk about deep stuff, so I don't really like that. So I think they take that as, oh, she thinks she's better, oh, she thinks she's too good or whatnot, and that's not the case. But hey, if that's what they think, that's what they think. But people, I feel like certain people out there who understand that what pretty girls go through, so they know to take it easy and take it slow, because pretty girls get hurt a lot emotionally, some physically, but pretty girls get hurt a lot emotionally, because I think we're seen as easy targets because it's just easy to poke fun at a pretty girl. Like, they just want to pick us apart. I'm not gonna say easy, but they just be ready to pick us apart for any reason. So, which is why I have a guard up. I think for meeting people for the first time, and yeah. So also, I think it's important to not internalize how people feel about you being shy. Like, if they wish you would open up more and they're like angry because you won't, that's a red flag already. So just take that as a warning, a red flag, and leave. I was dating this guy, and he wanted to take me out to like clubs and things like that, and I had never been to a club. Mind you, at that time I was 20 and I had never been to a club, but he was so set on taking me to one because of course, like, I'm a pretty girl, like, I'm a trophy, and so he wanted to parade me around, which I didn't realize at first. Well, no, I realized it. But so yeah, and yeah, so I was telling him before we went, like, at that point we had been talking for like a month, and I was telling him, yeah, like, I'm shy and whatnot, and so, but I guess he thought I was playing, he thought I was kidding. And so when we actually went to the club and he saw that I'm not the type to be standing on couches shaking my behind, I don't get out on the dance floor. Even after a few drinks, I still won't twerk or get on the dance floor. Like, only thing I do at a lounge, it wasn't a club, it was really like a lounge. Same thing, right? So most I do is I get my drink and I like dance in my chair, keep it cute. Like, I'm not with all that busting it over dance floor. So, and then like, ordering drink stuff, like, I told him what I wanted, and then I told him, and then he told the waiter, and so whatever. But I don't know what ended up happening that just like switched him. But afterwards, he was like yelling at me in the car, like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you so shy? Like why you weird? You acting strange. Like, I was like, what do you mean? I told you I'm shy. Like, why is that such an issue for you? Like, why is that so weird for you? Like, that's crazy. Like, you think pretty girls are just, I don't know what he thought. Obviously, he lives online and he believes everything he sees on the music videos and stuff like that. But I'm like, not every pretty girl is like that. Like, and I bet you it was at one point that they were shy. And maybe they just grew out of it. Or maybe, that's just how they are. Like, but I'm just like, whatever it is, that's not me. So, yeah, he was highly upset. So, that just confirmed that, I don't know, I guess it's not socially acceptable to be shy as a pretty girl, and that's crazy, because I think that's the best, like, and not even shy as to where, like, I don't know, but once we, get to know a person, that changes, and we become, you just mesh, it'll be all good. But at first instance, I'm not gonna be all over you. Like, I'm just not. So, I don't know. Like, tell me y'all experiences, it's being shy and pretty. Like, but, yeah. And so, I guess that's where it comes from, where people be like, oh, I thought you were mean. I thought you were a bitch. Oh, well, like, what do you want me to say about that? Like, plead my case? Like, oh, no, I'm totally not a bitch. Like, I can be a bitch sometimes, but, like, you got conventionally unattractive people who are B-words, and y'all eat it up. Y'all watch baddies and all that. Like, come on now. Like, give us some room to breathe. But, yeah, so we kind of, like, villainized and demonized for being attractive and shy. It's like, oh, like, I even had somebody call me a witch before. Like, they're like, you're so, like, you just sit there, like, you're so mysterious, like, you're a witch. Like, what? Because I'm quiet? Like, so, yeah, don't get caught up in trying to be loud. Like, that just seems so unnatural for, like, if you're not like that. Because you know, it's just out of character, and we know it. Like, because I did fall in the trap one time of trying to be loud, but not even loud, just ratchet. I was probably more ratchet because I got tired of people calling me bougie and stuff like that. Because you know how people treat bougie people, especially black people, how they treat bougie black people. But it's not even like I'm bougie. Like, I just have like all the designer clothes. Like, no, I like, yeah, that stuff is nice, but it's nothing like that. So to blend in, I try to be more ratchet, as in like trying to like cuss my man out and stuff like that, or like just like stand on business, which isn't ratchet, but I just kind of became more confrontational, I guess I could say, because that's like the epitome of ratchetness, is it not? So, but after a while, I was like, you know what, this is really not my element. Like, it was wearing on me. I'm like, this is not me. Like, cussing somebody out at every disagreement, that is draining me. I cannot. So I'm like, I have to go back to my like quiet, calm down, don't care ways, nonchalant ways, because like, how do y'all do this? Like, constantly arguing and cussing somebody out. Like, I just cannot. So I'm done with that. So this is why I'm telling you that don't do it. You know, like, be yourself. And that's it. Like, people will adjust. If somebody really wants to know you, whether it be a friend, a man, or, you know, even your family accepting you, co-workers, if they really want to know you, they will take their time to, like, they'll understand that you're shy or whatnot. Like, you don't have to comply. Do not conform. Like, this is your life to live, just period. So, and that's all I want to talk about today, and I hope you have a great week. Bye bye.